everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. As always, keep it in your thoughts and prayers, the men and women of our armed services. Notice requirements of the open public meeting will have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The annual notice schedule was published in the Home News Tribune at the start of on November 29, 2024. A copy of the schedule was posted on the municipal bulletin board. In the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson.
Here.
Councilman Bauer.
Here.
Councilwoman De Jesus.
Here.
Councilman Ficarra.
Here.
Councilwoman Meehan.
Here.
Councilman Patel.
Here.
Councilman Small.
Here.
Councilwoman McAuliffe.
Here.
And Councilman Spiller.
Here.
Council, at this time, I'd like to entertain a motion to seek a president for 2025.
Mr. Nick,
Mr. Small.
I'd like to nominate Corey Spiller for president. Corey's been serving since 2015 and has served as our president in 2018. Corey is a lifelong resident of Avenel section of Woodbridge, where he resides there with his wife Erin, children Emily, Elizabeth, and Connor. Corey is also a life member of the Avenel Fire Company, where he served as chief and president of the company. Corey is an excellent leader who will do a great job in 2025.
Thank you, Mr. Small. Do I have a second on the nomination?
Yes, Mr. Mitch. Excuse me. I second the nomination for Councilman Corey Spiller for the position of Council President. Corey has spent the majority of his adult life working with our community both professionally and as a volunteer. Our paths first crossed over 20 years ago when I got involved with the volunteer fire services. His actions then and now as a leader motivates and inspires others for those common goals that better our community. Some of the many values that Corey displays is strong leadership and a strong family man, which is demonstrated in the way he represents and serves our community. Corey has an unwavering dedication to improve the lives of others. Excuse me. They say, I quote, "The greatness of a community is most accurately measured by the compassionate actions of its members." Corey, it's an honor and privilege to second your nomination for position of Council President. Congratulations. Best of luck.
Thank you, Mr. Bauer. Are there any other nominations for president? Any other nominations for president? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? You, Corey Spiller, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. You will bear faith and allegiance to the same, and to the governments established in the United States and in this state with the authority of the people. You will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the laws and perform all the duties of the office of Council President according to the best of your ability, so help you God. That's foul. Yeah. If you get settled, Mr. President, would you like to make any comments?
Thank you, Mr. Mitch. I'd like to first and foremost thank my fellow councilmates who have entrusted me as council president for the second time. And I'd like to personally thank Councilman Small and Bauer for their nomination. We're just not councilmen, but we're all a family. I look forward to continue to work with Mayor McCormick, Chief of Staff Ehrlich, Business Administrator Simaluka, and the rest of the administration. Mr. Mitch, it has always been a pleasure to work alongside yourself and the wonderful staff you have in the clerk's office. Finally, I'd like to thank my wife, Erin, children Emily, Elizabeth, and Connor for their support, their love, and their patience. I'd like to take what I learned the first time as council president, observing and learning from past council presidents, and listening to the residents to be as effective as possible as council president. We welcome all residents to attend our meetings, but you don't have to wait 2 weeks to have an issue looked into or addressed. Myself, my fellow councilmates, the mayor, and the administration are very easy to communicate with and to get into contact with. We listen to all matters, and I promise you to get an answer. Once again, thank you, and here is to a successful and prosperous 2025. Thank you very much.
Mr. President. At this time, I'm seeking nominations for the office of Council Vice President.
Mr. Mitch, I would like to nominate Sharon McAuliffe for Vice President. Sharon has demonstrated a strong desire to serve her community. For years, she has donated to many organizations, whether it's her famous Not Just Bagels, her time, or simply a listening ear. Sharon deeply cares about Woodbridge Township, not only because she had the example of her parents serving the community that she grew up in, and not only because she raised her children here, but most importantly because this is home to her granddaughters, Adeline and Penelope. In conversations with Sharon, I know her desire for Woodbridge Township to continue prospering and being the place where all feel welcome. I believe that Nancy smiling down at how fast Sharon took to her council seat and how she continues to not only support Nancy's efforts, but has paved her own way. I have the utmost confidence that Sharon will perform the duties of Vice President with integrity and leadership.
Thank you, Mr. Jesus. Do I have a second on the nomination?
Mr. Mitch, I'd like to second. I'd like to second the nomination for Councilwoman McCall for Vice President. Since being elected to the council, Sharon has demonstrated passion and care for all the residents that she serves here in Woodbridge Township. And she works tirelessly on their behalf to help them with different issues of the concerns they may have. She's also a strong advocate for our local businesses in the community, promoting them and encouraging residents to always buy local to support them. Those qualities, therefore, will make her a strong leader as she serves besides our new council president. So I'd like to second the motion.
Ms. Mead. Are there any other nominations for Vice President? Any other nominations for Vice President? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Congratulations. You, Sharon McCall, solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey. You will bear faith and allegiance to the same, to the governments established in the United States and in this state for the authority of the people. You will faithfully, impartially, and justly enforce all the law and perform all the duties of the office of Council Vice President. That you so help you God.
Thank you.
That's right.
Oh, hi, Kyle.
Yes.
Mhm.
You're welcome. And when you get settled, if you'd like to make a few comments.
Thank you very much. First, I'd like to thank Liz and Debbie for the kind words. It was so heartfelt. Everything you said, I really appreciate that. And thank you to all my other councilmates for believing in me to be able to do this job for the upcoming year. I'd also like to thank the administration for always supporting me, for my residents, all the issues that they always bring to my attention. You're always very confident at getting back to me immediately and making sure that we can make our residents happy. I'd like to thank my family for being here with me tonight. And Mr. Mitch, I'd like to thank you for always being such a good mentor to me and helping me with everything as my time out on the council. Thank you very much.
At this point, Mr. President, I want to move into the regular meeting, beginning with the minutes from December 17th. Can I get a motion to approve them?
Motion?
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. We have two resolutions first before ordinances. Resolutions 1 and 2 to confirm the appointments of council president and vice president. Can I get a motion to approve 1 and 2?
Motion?
Second.
Any questions or comments? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Going into first reading ordinances, you have letters listed before you, A through H. Again, no second reading, just first reading. Can I get a motion that these ordinances be passed tonight on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on Friday, January 10th, with notice of public hearing be held on Tuesday, January 21st at 6 p.m.
Motion?
Second.
Any questions or comments from council?
Yes, Mr. Mitch, I'd like to abstain from letter F, please.
So noted. Any other questions or comments? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. And Mr. President, you have 24 resolutions listed. Can I get a motion by consent now from 3 through 24?
Motion?
Second.
Any questions or comments?
Yes, Mr. Mitch, I'd like to abstain from number 22, please.
So noted. Any other comments? All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. Mitch. We will now go to the public comment portion of tonight's meeting. When approaching a microphone, please state your name, what section of the township or state that you live in, and you'll have a one-time opportunity to speak up to 5 minutes.
Good evening, members of the council. My name is Nicole Paternoster. I am from the Avenel section of Woodbridge. So I'm here to follow up on our proposed ordinance regarding the use of live animal exhibits in commercial spaces. So when we were here last meeting, we did bring a proposed ordinance. Our goal is to close Sequest in Woodbridge and to assure that we do not see another establishment like Blue Zoo or Aqua Zoo move into that space. To date, we have gathered more than 400 signatures, 184 from residents of New Jersey and New York, urging this council to support and pass the ordinance. This reflects the growing community sentiment against live animal exhibits that prioritize entertainment over ethical care and responsible stewardship. Additionally, we're actively working on a broader campaign to prohibit live animal exhibits statewide. So passing this ordinance in Woodbridge would make you guys and all of us at the forefront of this movement. You have the opportunity at this point to be on the right side of history by taking a firm stand now, setting an example for other towns across New Jersey. Both the proposed local ordinance and the state campaign aim to put an end to establishments like Sequest, which have repeatedly posed threats to both animals and the public. By moving forward with this ordinance, Woodbridge can lead the change in advocating for ethical, humane, and progressive policies that align with our shared values as a community. And I would like to bring forth the signatures that we have from the New Jersey and New York residents.
When you're done, you can bring it up and give it to Mr. Mitch. If you're done, yeah.
Are there any other comments this evening from the public?
Thank you.
Hello again, I'm Jessica Mayer, Vivinetto from Avenel. And I guess I kind of just came tonight, I know I've come a lot and talked a lot, but to find out, when I was last here, the permits at Sequest expired on December 31st. Now I'm waiting for a response from a request that I made, an open request, but do you know where they signed again? Did you sign off on permits for the farmed animals and for food?
Mr. Sinaluka?
I'm sorry, didn't hear the request.
Asking the status, if any, of the permits that might be issued from, you're speaking from the permits from the health department?
Yes.
So the one permit that we offer would be for animals to be kept And we have our health director here, David Kolodziejski. David, has that been issued for this year?
Maybe in the process, but it is to be issued.
Okay, so it probably will be issued as long as they adhere to all of our ordinances.
That's discouraging. I did want to bring some pictures, if I could leave them with you, of us outside every 2 weeks protesting. And we're going to continue, and I'm confident we're going to get there. I just was hoping that you would be more helpful with this situation. Thank you.
Are there any other comments this evening from the public?
I'm Carrie Espuga from Seaside to highlight some violations of Sequest, which is the interactive zoo at the Woodbridge Center Mall. I have more pictures here to show the violations from New Jersey Fish and Wildlife. We have bloody iguanas, bloody iguanas, bloody iguanas. The pig's skin looks like a reptile. This pig has a skin condition. It's supposed to get ointment every day. It doesn't, so the skin is all cracked. So basically, when animals are not well taken care of, if they don't have proper vet attention, a couple things happen. They either misbehave. For example, when iguanas are in a confined space, you may not know, but they whip their tails at each other and make slashes. So this one here, you can see the organ is showing because of the big slash from another iguana's tail. So this is cruel, the confined spaces. The employees have come forward as whistleblowers. So all these pictures are from employees in the New Jersey Fish and Wildlife report. So there have been several government agencies that highlight all the violations of Sequest. So many have shut down already. They've gone bankrupt. They owe $380,000 to Woodbridge Center owner, Spinoza. So we're just wondering how you're able to help us. Because we've got government agencies on this. It's taking a very long time. There's a PETA investigation, New Jersey Fish and Wildlife. USDA wrote them up because their bird environment was not vet approved. On the New Jersey Fish and Wildlife, it said that they're falsifying vet records. And then you may remember when they transfer animals, sometimes they die upon arrival, according to the investigation. So it's been on NewJersey.com, it's been ABC News, it's all over Sequest shutting down. Just like Jessica and Nicole had mentioned, we want to be on the forefront, shut it down before we're required to. And I'm so glad the health department is here because in, I think it's 11-8.1 in the Woodbridge Code, it says, can revoke permit if unsanitary. You should see the glass. It's filthy with algae and scum. It's just horrific. They don't have enough staff to take care of the animals properly. So we're just asking how you can help us.
Council President, if you will. So, Council President, anytime we receive a complaint about any type of cruelty to animals, we send our police detectives. They do the initial investigation and turn it over to the state authorities. So that's our course. It's what we do on a regular basis when we receive those complaints. If there's a complaint about any type of sanitary issue, that's turned over to our health department and investigated that way.
Okay, because we have submitted plenty of complaints and we're here all the time. And so we're asking if maybe you can reach out to some government agencies, maybe either USDA or New Jersey Fish and Wildlife, or have the health department go in. We're asking the council for some help. We need to be on the same team. And not only just the cruelty, but also the spread of disease. They're mycobacteria. I don't know if you know, all the turtles were put down. All the turtles were euthanized because of mycobacteria. So kids can get diseases just like that from touching these animals. So is there any way you could reach out to any government agencies or Spinoza, the owner of the mall?
So I believe every single time we get a complaint, we forward, depending on what the complaint is, it either gets forwarded to the police department, in.
So,
Council President, I'm going to let Police Director Hubner speak. He handled, once we receive those calls, he handles it through his detective bureau.
So the package has been assigned, has been out there recently. We reached out to the Department of Environmental Protection, the Animal Health Section, the Department of Agriculture, Fish and Wildlife. All of those keep referring us to the State Health Department. We're in contact with them now.
You're in contact with him now. Okay, excellent. And is there anything else we could do? Just hang in there and wait.
Unfortunately,
Well, thank you for going in the right direction. We really appreciate it.
Are there any other comments this evening from the public? There are no other comments from the public, and again, motion that the public comment portion be closed and go into the agenda.
Motion.
I have a second.
Second.
All in favor, aye?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you, Mr. Mitchell. We'll now move to the council agenda portion of the meeting, starting myself. My agenda is in order. Now that it's official, I'd just like to congratulate Council Vice President McAuliffe, and I look forward to working alongside with you in 2025. Moving along the agenda, Council Vice President McAuliffe.
My agenda is in order. I have just a few comments tonight. First, I have Relay for Life. Join the Relay for Life team this Saturday, January 11th, 9:30 a.m. at the Woodbridge Community Center for the kickoff of the 2025 Relay for Life First Lap. Remember to please help support the We Feed program and bring a non-perishable food item. The Chamber of Commerce. Mark your calendars for March 6th for the 2025 State of the Township address presented by Mayor McCormick. These tickets sell out fast. Contact the Woodbridge Chamber online for tickets or more information. The Gallery on Main. Join the Gallery on Main for a decoupage class on Sunday, the 19th, from 1 to 3. Tickets are $25. Also, the Gallery on Main is accepting applications for new artists. Please look for the requirements and the details. Send your inquiries to galleryonmain@twopwoodbridge.nj.us. The Woodbridge Animal Shelter and the Woodbridge Fire Department are teaming up together for a fundraising campaign to collect much-needed supplies for the animal shelter. They're looking for cat and dog food, both wet and dry, pet brushes, nail clippers, shampoo, and grooming supplies, blankets, eye and ear care products. Also, donations can be dropped off at the firehouse at 418 School Street. I look forward to taking on the role as Vice President and working with all of my councilmates, and congratulations to Corey as the new President. And I want to wish everybody a happy, healthy New Year, and please keep all of our military here and abroad in our prayers and thank them for your service. Thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you, Sharon. I just also want to say, I see you had some additions to your family come in.
Yes, I did. Hi.
Thank you. Councilman Anderson.
Thank you, Council President. Both congratulations to yourself and to Council Vice President McAuliffe. I know you lead us well. I'm going to hold on the WTYRC. I'm going to go down to the job bank, and we want to get the new year started off right. If you are out of work or you know someone who's out of work, we have several opportunities listed on our Employment Opportunity Center, and I'm going to highlight two of them. But we have the New Jersey Defense Manufacturing Community Consortium, BASF, and as you know, Woodbridge School District are always seeking substitute teachers. We have the United States Postal Service, Jazzy Nails, Our House, Stone Mountain on Main Street. I just used them recently. Great business. They're looking for a customer service rep, preferably with bilingual skills. And also, we have Jiffy Lube up on Route 9 in Fords. They're also looking for someone. You can call 732-826-0110. And we're also offering, you can go on here and if your son or daughter or yourself are looking to become lifeguards, the American Red Cross is advertising a shallow water lifeguard training class for $150. The information's on there. It tells you all of what they're looking for. So please check our Employment Opportunity Center on our township website. I'm going to move down to an NAACP. Please go on to NAACP.org. A lot of information about a lot of different events and activities. Also information if you're interested in what's going on with the NAACP. So the NAACP.org is where you can go there and get informed. Speaking of NAACP, we have the January 20th annual MLK Dr. Martin Luther King celebration, and that's at 6 p.m., and that'll be at the Acacia Center right down the street, 95 Port Reading Ave. We'll have the keynote speaker will be Dr. Reverend Lawson from First Baptist Church. We'll have Phil Hall, who's from our president of the Independent Club of Colonia, and Glenn Morgan, who is the chair of our Human Rights Commission. All will be in attendance, and all will be speaking on that event. We'll always acknowledge our children. We encourage you to bring our children. It's a great event to learn about Dr. King and his legacy. Now we're going to move down to Middlesex College. Please go on to middlesexcollege.edu. This is the 60th year celebration of Middlesex College, and if you know anything about that campus itself, that campus was at one time an Army barracks. It was also a golf course, and since 1964, it's been a college, and it's gone from Middlesex County College to now Middlesex College. And there are so many opportunities for students if they're looking to transfer, looking to start out. We do have a graduate here in our room, and I don't want to embarrass Kyle, but Kyle was one of our really highlights last year when he graduated and then became a student at Columbia University, where he presently goes right now. So Kyle, thanks for being here for your mom, but you came at a perfect timing because I'm highlighting Middlesex College. But how are things going as far as, Columbia? Great? Yeah. All right. Awesome. Okay. So, and that's all I have. We're going to, let's see. Yep, that's it. That's all I have. Thank you very much, Council President.
Thank you, Council President. Councilman Ficarra.
A couple items on my agenda. Just want to point out over at the community center that they waived the joiner's fee during the month of January, so it's a good opportunity if you were thinking of joining, get in at a better rate. Also from the Woodbridge Township Youth Services, I have two items. Family and Friends CPR. You must be 10 years or older to participate. Tuesday, February 11th at Evergreen on the Mid Avenue from 6 to 7:30. And Wednesday, the 26th of February at our Acacia Center here at Port Reading, 6 to 7:30. There's no cost for this, but you do have to register, and you can check in with our youth services folks. Go online. There's also over at Evergreen a Have a Heart Youth Night, Friday, February 7th from 6 to 9. There's a food photo booth and music, and again, this is their way of bringing funds together for the Have a Heart program, which I'm sure somebody will mention at some point. And then just in closing, as we approach the new year, I read on the news feed today from our United States Surgeon General, Vivek H. Marthi, as he finishes his second term, he refers to the essential elements that fuel our fulfillment and wellness, and he lists relationships, service, and purpose. He talks about recentering and moving away from the self-centered part of it, looking to attain fame, power, or wealth. But just remember those words of relationships, service, and purpose. Happy New Year, everybody. Good luck to our President and Vice President.
Thank you, Councilman Ficarra. Councilman Bauer.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda's in order. Just congratulations to both you and Sharon again on your appointments. Again, I'm sure you can great in your leadership roles like you always do. I'd like to congratulate all the fire and business officers from Casby, Fords, and Hopalong that were sworn in on New Year's Day. I'd like to wish them all and all our first responders a safe and healthy New Year. That's all I have. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you, Councilman Bauer. Councilman Small.
Thank you, Council President. Again, congratulations to yourself and Vice President Paul. My agenda is in order. Just God bless all our first responders, and God bless America. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman Small. Councilwoman, my apologies, De Jesus.
Thank you, Council President. I would like to congratulate you and Sharon, wishing you a successful and peaceful 2025. I just have one announcement from the Barron Arts Center. The Folks Foundation's The Songs of America Lecture on Life Music will be January 30th at 7:30 p.m. You can call for reservations 732-634-0413. That's all that I have. I would just like to wish all of our residents and everyone a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year.
Thank you, Councilwoman.
Thank you.
Councilwoman Meehan.
Thank you, Council President. Congratulations on both of your appointments, Sharon. I just have one announcement. The annual Have a Heart food drive launched each January by Mayor's Office, the Department of Health and Human Services, and the We Feed Woodbridge Food Community has become the most important community and business-based food collection program undertaken throughout the entire year. This year, we're inviting the Woodbridge Township community to lend even a bigger hand through participation in the 2025 Valentine's Day Have a Heart Food Drive Challenge. We're enlisting the entire Woodbridge community to donate 214 pounds of food or contribute $214 to assist our food pantries to continue their work, to help them continue their work providing food and meals to our neighbors. The Have a Heart Food Drive ends on Valentine's Day, February 14th. The Have a Heart Food Drive is coordinated by Peter Barcelona, Chairman of We Feed Food Bank Committee. All you need to do is call Peter at 732-855-0600, extension 5034, and tell him where and when to pick up the donations, and our volunteers will come directly to you. Or you can deliver the food to our Woodbridge Township Public Health Department located at 2 George Fredericks Plaza, anytime between 9 and 4, Monday through Friday. Through the holiday season, so many residents were incredibly generous with their donations to help the food banks, and now that the holidays have concluded, it doesn't mean that our holiday spirit of giving should. Please help those neighbors here through the holiday months. That's when we need it the most. So if you're able to, please help and get involved in this food drive. And I just want to, Sharon's son-in-law is here, Craig Farrell, and I just want to thank him for his service. I know he just got back from his deployment. So I just want to wish everybody happy, healthy, and peace-filled New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilwoman Meehan. Councilman Patel.
Yeah, thank you, Council President. My agenda is also in order. I would like to congratulate you, our Vice President, and I would also wish you all happy and healthy New Year's. That's
Thank you, Councilman Patel. Mr. Mitch.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'll be brief. Just thank Mr. Anderson for his year in 2024 working together. Congratulations to yourself and the Vice President. Under my agenda, I have a couple new items that I'm working on with the Police Department. They're recent, probably letters C, D, and E for you on the number 1. Number 2, myself and the prosecutor and the police will be meeting on that matter this week, so I'll advise you after we have a pre-hearing conference. The rest of my items are in order. Just one note on number 5. You all know this by now that the primary election has been changed the month of June. It's shifting from the 3rd to the 10th, so we're just switching our meeting this week. That's all I have.
Thank you, Mr. Mitch. Mayor.
Thank you, Council President. I'd like to be the first one to use the words former President Kyle Anderson. This was the last great year working with you last year. I thought you did a tremendous job. We had a lot of challenges, a lot of difficult issues to face, but you handled it yourself incredibly well, and it was a pleasure to work with you. Council President Spiller, we worked together already once with you as the president. It was very enjoyable. I'm looking forward to it again. I've not worked with Sharon in the capacity of a leader of the council yet, but I'm looking forward to that also. And everybody, I hope you work as hard as you always do, and we will continue to work as hard as we always do for the people of Woodbridge Township. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Mr. Samuga.
Thank you, Council President. Congratulations. Looking forward to working with you this year. I have one item on my agenda. I have tax and sewer overpayments. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Director Hubble.
Thank you, Council President.
We will go to Health. Mr. Koliginski.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
President.
Director. Thank you.
My agenda is in order. We just had a few announcements. Our mobile health unit had 3,025 visits in 2024, so they did a great job. A lot of customers. And we have three upcoming rabies clinics this year. Wednesdays, 4 to 7 on February 12th, May 14th, and September 17th. That's it. Thank you.
Director Dart.
Thank you, Council President. Just our standard biweekly refund resolutions. Thank you.
Okay, Director Burke.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. Thank you.
Look for a motion to adjourn. I'm sorry, Council.
Just for the record, Mr. Collins, you delivered your full agenda just now, correct, for the Board of Health meeting? Correct. So we'll accept that in the minutes as the meeting.
Thank you.
We're okay with that. Okay, that's all.
Thank you. Look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion?
Second.
Meeting adjourned. Have a good night. Thank you.
All right.